Hello. I miss Hunter Honda. He don't put any videos anymore. Anyway, what's up, guys? I'm here at Cox Creek Parkway right here, and this little shopping center, this little entrance here to the shopping center. So, returning to the scene of the crime. So, as you can see from the thumbnail, there was an accident today is Sunday, last Saturday night. My son and his girlfriend, they were just out doing a little shopping. So they were sitting in the turning lane right there, gonna turn left into the shopping center. He had his turn signal on, and there was a girl sitting right there where that white car is at, in a Tahoe, and she had a big brush guard on the front of it, and for whatever reason, she just decided to gun it. Ran into my son. He said he looked up and saw her coming, which he knew she was there, but you know, he was watching for traffic, and he kind of just looked over, and here she was coming. He said, okay, I guess I'm about to have a wreck. And he said she hit him, didn't let off the gas, just kept going, pushed him across the road there. I'm not sure how far she pushed him. He said like 5 or 6 feet, but you know, how far she actually pushed him, I'm not sure. But yeah, so she just hit him for no reason. So I'm gonna ride for the rest of this little story. So hang on just a second. So yeah, she hits him, stays in the gas. I don't know if she just panicked or the girl didn't seem too bright, because he called us, and you know, we rushed over here because he said he was okay, but your kid's in an accident, you know, you just want to, you know, you want to put eyes on him and make sure he's okay. But anyway, so she hit him, stayed in the gas, pushed him. When we got there, the cop was already there. They had pulled both vehicles. They pulled both vehicles back into the shopping center parking lot. When we got there, there was one witness that saw the whole thing happen, and then the driver, and they both met us, and the driver was like, oh, we're so sorry. It was totally my fault. I don't know what happened. I didn't see him or whatever. So, you know, we were like, it's all right, whatever, you know, at least nobody's hurt. And this is what really sucks. This kid works his ass off. He works 2 jobs, and he had just paid off the last $800 of his loan on that car Friday, the day before it happened. It hadn't even been 24, well, it's been about 24 hours. And she decides to ram right into him. So we get there. She admits it's her fault, right in front of everybody, the cop, everybody. The witness says the same thing that my son did. He was just sitting there, and she just ran right into him. I think actually he had started going because the traffic had cleared up, but you know, he had just barely started moving when she hit the gas and ran out into him. And I am squidding it up today. All I got on his gloves. I just didn't feel like putting on all the freaking gear. I called my insurance there on the scene that day, because but she said she had insurance, but I figured I'd just go ahead and let our insurance company know. Our insurance is Progressive. Anyway, so I let them know, and let's see, heard back from them on Monday. They went and inspected the car, I think it was Tuesday, and said, yeah, it's going to be a total loss. We can cut you a check. Just let us know. They were ready to go, man. I can say through this whole thing, Progressive has been great. They ought to be with what we pay in freaking insurance premiums with 7 vehicles. It was Tuesday afternoon. We still hadn't heard anything from the other driver's insurance company, which was Allstate. So I called their wait, I waited until Wednesday morning because we didn't know it was Allstate. The accident report wasn't ready until Wednesday. My son went and got the accident report Wednesday morning. He sent it to me, and long story short, I got the right agent. They sent me to somebody else, some kind of claim specialist or whatever. It's Wednesday afternoon. I'm at work, and I'm out running back and forth to the truck, calling this lady, this claim specialist. Wouldn't answer her freaking phone. Kept getting her voicemail. Her voicemail says, I am committed to returning your call by the end of the day. Well, apparently she ain't. Because she didn't. So right before her voicemail said she'd be in the office until 5:15. So it was like 5:05. I'm calling. Hey, You said you're committed to calling back by the end of the day. Haven't heard from you. I really need to hear from you just so that we'll know that things are happening. You know what I mean? She didn't call back. So first thing the next morning, I called her back. Hey, I left you a few messages yesterday. Never heard from you. I need to hear from you. Let us know something. I need to know that things are happening. Like 3 messages I left her by lunchtime. And finally I said, okay, I got to find a way to go above their head. So I called the lady's agent back, and I said, hey, look, this woman does not answer her freaking phone. I don't know if she's lost it. Not sure how to work it. Maybe she's got the ringer turned off. I don't know, but she's not answering her phone. Is there anybody else I can speak to? So they gave me another number. Said, this is her supervisor. Call him. And if he don't answer, his voicemail should have a prompt to where you can hit 0 and speak to somebody in the office. I said, okay, cool. So I called his number. He don't answer. His voicemail says the same thing. I'm committed to calling you back by the end of the day. And I said, yeah, right. I've heard that before. So I waited for the voice prompt. I hit the 0. Anyway, finally get somebody. She told me that, yeah, that's what it was. She put me through to this woman that wouldn't answer her phone. She picked up first ring. Boom. I'm like, what the crap, lady? So anyway, so I said, you know, I gave her all the information. She said, okay, well, we didn't have your information because the traffic report isn't available yet. And I'm like, I've got the traffic report right here. She said, oh, how did you get it? I said, like you always get traffic reports. I went to the son went to the police department. She's like, oh, okay. I said, do you want me to send it to you? She said, yeah, that would be great. So we sent her the traffic report. So like it was before lunchtime. I'm not sure exactly what time, but like 3:30, still hadn't heard anything back. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try her number. Maybe she'll answer. Maybe she'll recognize my number now. I don't know, but no answer. You gotta be freaking kidding me. So I called that other number back, her supervisor's number. He didn't answer. I hit 0, got somebody that said, hey, look, you know, somebody needs to let us know something. I just need to know that y'all are on the job here and we're going to get something done. So she put me back through to the lady. Of course, she answers right away again. She said, yeah, we need to get your son's statement. We don't have his statement. I'm like, okay, you got the police report that says your client is at fault, but whatever. So she had to call my son. Like, I don't know what she was doing the rest of the day. I mean, I'm sure she handles a lot of claims, but you had all day. Of course, they're in no hurry to pay out, and I understand that. I mean, I get it. But your client's at fault, and my son is now suffering because of it, and we need to get it fixed. Just the way you do business. So they call and get his statement. I think that actually may have been Thursday morning. Yeah, that was Thursday morning when she got his statement. Or maybe no. It was Thursday afternoon. Didn't hear anything back from him. Friday morning I call, go through the whole thing again. She doesn't answer. Her supervisor doesn't answer. I have to press 0 to get somebody in their office. When they put me through to her, she said, oh yeah, there was a discrepancy between your son's story and our client's story. And so we're still conducting the investigation. I'm like, well, wait a minute. There was a witness that corroborated my son's story. And I said, and not only that, but your driver admitted to being at fault on the scene. And she said, well, when we talked to her, she said that your son was traveling in the wrong direction with no turn signal on. I'm like, you know, insert curse words here. So I said, no, that is not the story she told at the scene. And I said, well, did you talk to the witness? She said, well, the witness, we don't have the information because the witness, there's no witness information on the police report. And I didn't really look at the police report that closely, but I checked and it's not. I'm like, oh, you got to be freaking kidding me. We're screwed. Because her insurance is going to say, no, we're not admitting default. We don't have a witness, so it's our word against hers. You know, I'm picturing here we're going to have to freaking go to court. So anyway, so it turns out my son's girlfriend goes to school with the witness's granddaughter. It's so weird and just so lucky the way this happened. It really is. So I called my son and I said, look, do y'all know the witness's name or how to get in touch with them or anything? Because the cop didn't take down their information. He said, you gotta be kidding me. I told him what was going on, you know, with them saying that she was changing her story and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, this is a long story, I know.
Oh, you have no idea.
But so there's a store there at the shopping center that the witness's granddaughter works at. We thought the witness worked there. So when my son told me that, I said, well, look, go to the store and talk to her and see if you can get her information. So he did. So he went and got her information. I called the insurance company and said, hey, look, I've got the witness's information. And they were like, do you know this witness? And I'm like, God almighty. I get it. They deal with insurance fraud and lying, cheating people all the freaking time. I get it. But, like, we're not trying to cheat anybody, man. This kid works his ass off. He just paid his car off. I'm not wanting him to get hurt. I'm wanting to get this taken care of. You know what I'm saying? And I know they don't know that. They don't know me, but it just sucks being treated like a suspect, you know? So, anyway, I said, no, we don't know him. We're not any kin to him. We knew that she worked at that store there. So when they asked me that, I was like, oh crap, you know, I better just make sure that this lady doesn't tell them that, you know, that her granddaughter goes to school with my son's girlfriend. So I'm like, I'm just gonna call her. So I called the witness and she was like, yeah, I have no problem talking to him. I said, so you don't like, you're not any kin to my son's girlfriend, anything like that, right? She said, no. She said, I didn't even know that she went to school with my granddaughter, you know, until this happened. I said, okay. I said, they were just asking me if we knew each other or we were kin. She said, no, okay, that's fine. She said, now, I don't mind talking to him, but we're on our way to the mountains and we won't have any service. I'm like, oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. So, anyway, long story short, let me skip ahead. I finally got a call back about, I don't know, 3:30 or 4 Friday. And they said, no, I didn't get the call back. I forgot about that. I had to call them again. Hadn't heard anything, so I was like, I better call them before they shut down for the day. And I don't hear anything. So I called them back, and she said, we spoke to the witness, and we are going to admit fault or claim liability or whatever, however they put it. But so I said, okay. I said, well, what do we do from here? He said, well, it'll be probably Monday or Tuesday or possibly even Wednesday before they can assign a value to the car and we can get you a check. And I'm like, okay. I said, well, my son is without a car, which technically is not true. You got all that set up? Technically, that's not true. He's got another car. He bought a truck when he was 16. It's a little Dodge Dakota, you know, but that's not the point. He's without his car that he's worked his ass off and paid for himself. You know. So I said, okay, do you need a rental car? Long story short, we get a rental car. they send the information in my wife's name because when he bought the car, he was 19, so they had to have a co-signer. Or actually, he was the co-signer with my wife, so the car's technically in her name. They sent the information in my wife's name. Now, he can't even drive the freaking rental car because it's Friday afternoon. They're not going to be able to send new information. I wouldn't be able to get in touch with him until Monday morning. So, you know, I'm kind of hoping it's all over with by Monday. So I'm just kind of riding around. I don't know where in the world I'm going. So long story short, we get the car. Me and my wife are driving it around because he can't. And this, what is the moral of this story is that insurance companies are a pain in the ass. That's my week. I guarantee you, Thursday and Friday, I spent 3 hours at least both days just on the freaking phone with Allstate. That's 6 hours out of my freaking week that I could have been working. That I'm having to deal with this shit. And it just sucks, and I just wanted to share that with you, so there you go. I don't know. So yeah, now we're car shopping again, and that's another freaking thing. The cars, he can afford the cars. He was actually hoping to, you know, move up a couple model years and get something, which his car was nice, but he wanted something maybe a little bit nicer, a little bit newer. And the cars are all within his price range easily, but the freaking insurance rates, man. And my insurance said, no, you know, we're not going to raise the rates. It's not his fault, which I figured they'd raise it anyway. But they said, no, we're not going to raise the rate because it's not his fault. But his insurance rate is going to like more than double on just a car that's 2 years newer than his. He was in a 2008. He's looking at a 2010, and it's gonna freaking double. Like, how does that even make sense? How is that even possible? So now I got to shop around for insurance and see, because like it was so bad. He was like actually thinking about going down to a 98. Like he said, he kind of wants an SUV, and he likes Dodge Durangos, so he was looking at a 98 Durango, and the insurance is cheap. You know, he could buy it outright with the money he should get from insurance and have money to fix the thing up, which is already in pretty good shape, but you know, he could put tires and wheels and whatever on it. But anyway, so insurance is just screwing us on both ends here. Anyway, I just felt like sharing that story with you. That's all I got for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed my little insurance rant. I'll try to get some more videos out as quick as I can so that y'all will have some more awesome content to enjoy. We'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe out there, spay and neuter, and have a nice day.